In a small village nestled between mystical mountains and a shimmering forest, there lived a boy named Santiago. The village was unlike any other. Lanterns glowed without fire, and stones whispered old tales in the wind. Santiago's task was to watch over the sheep in the enchanted meadow, where the grass sparkled under the sun and flowers changed colors with the seasons. Every day felt the same, and Santiago grew restless. One afternoon, as he watched the sheep grazing lazily, he had a mischievous idea. He ran to the top of the hill and shouted, "Wolf! Wolf! A wolf is coming to eat the sheep." The villagers, startled and concerned, dropped everything and rushed to the meadow, armed with sticks and tools. They arrived out of breath, only to find the sheep safe and Santiago laughing at their panic. The boys' laughter echoed through the magical forest, bouncing off trees that sighed in disapproval. The villagers, annoyed and frustrated, returned to their tasks, muttering about how foolish and reckless Santiago was. But Santiago felt no remorse. The thrill of tricking the village was too tempting. A few days later, Santiago grew bored once again. The sky was a brilliant shade of gold, and the forest shimmered with a magical glow. But all Santiago saw was the monotony of his job. So he climbed the hill and cried out, "Wolf! Wolf! This time it's real." Once more, the villagers ran to the meadow, anger and fear in their hearts. But again, there was no wolf. Just Santiago, grinning ear to ear, proud of his prank. This time, the villagers were furious. They warned Santiago to stop his lies, their voices sharp and stern. But as they walked away, the forest seemed quieter, as if it was watching Santiago closely, waiting for the moment when his words would catch up with him. The very next morning, as the mist rolled in, the forest seemed to shift. The trees were still, the air thick with anticipation. Santiago noticed a pair of glowing eyes watching from the shadows. A wolf, unlike any Santiago had seen before, crept forward, its fur shimmering as if woven from moonlight. The wolf moved silently, with a menacing grace that sent shivers down Santiago's spine. Panicked, Santiago ran up the hill and shouted, "Wolf! Wolf! Please help me. This time it's real." But the villagers, tired of his tricks, ignored his cries. They went about their day, convinced it was just another prank. Santiago's voice grew hoarse, and tears welled in his eyes. But the villagers would not come. The wolf approached the flock, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. Santiago tried to fend it off with a stick, but the wolf's growl echoed like thunder, and the boy stumbled back powerless. The enchanted meadow, once so full of wonder, now felt heavy with Santiago's regret. He realized that his lies had cost him the trust of his community. When the mist cleared and the villagers saw the scattered sheep and the boy sitting alone, they finally understood what had happened. Santiago sat quietly, his face pale and his heart heavy. He knew he had learned his lesson, but at a great cost. The villagers gathered around, and though they were forgiving, the magical forest seemed to whisper softly, reminding everyone of the importance of truth. Santiago stood, looking at the village and the enchanted woods that had been his playground. The forest was still, its leaves rustling as if sharing ancient wisdom. He realized that honesty was not just a word, but a bond that held the village together. He promised never to break that bond again. The boy who once cried, Wolf became the boy who learned that words carry power. And with great power comes great responsibility. The magical forest, ever watchful, continued to hum softly, ready to teach the next lesson to those who would listen. Santiago had changed, and so had the village, each now holding a deeper respect for the truth. Remember, words have weight, and once spoken, they cannot be unspoken. Santiago's tale lives on as a reminder that honesty is the true magic that binds us all. In the heart of the enchanted land, a new story was always beginning, shaped by the lessons learned in the whispers of the woods.